Stalking and stalkers. There are some people who just need to be in a relationship, and it doesn't matter if the person that they are targeting no longer wants to be with them, never wanted to be with them, or even despises them. For some people, to be negatively associated with someone is better than to not be associated with them at all. Stalkers' motivations largely depend on the type of relationship you have with them before the stalking episode begins. If your stalker was someone that you had a sexual or intimate relationship with, then their motivations could be to reestablish that relationship or to exact revenge on you for breaking it off. So it's good to be aware of the different types of stalkers and how they play their games so you won't be caught unaware. First, there's the immaturity stalker. People with little experience with romantic relationships who believe that if they show enough interest and demonstrate their feelings clearly enough, that the person that they are pursuing will realize who they are and then fall madly in love with them. Then, there's the post-relationship stalker. They are perhaps the most common type of stalker, and these are the most likely to resort to violence. Many people find it difficult to accept when a relationship is over, and some will do things that they think will win the other person back, like making romantic gestures or threatening to hurt themselves or something like that. More often than not, these activities and threats subside over time when the person realizes that they are not getting the response that they want. Sometimes, though, the person either doesn't get the message or they simply won't accept it. Sometimes this is due to a continued infatuation or sometimes for revenge and punishment. If the individual was controlling and abusive in the relationship, then they may just simply not accept that you have the right and the control to end it. Then there's the stranger stalkers. They make up the smallest percentage of stalkers. However, they are the group which understandably scares us the most. We have no information about them and have no clear idea of what their motivation is or what their end goal might be. Stranger stalkers, like acquaintance stalkers, have difficulty in forming normal relationships. They may express similar social immaturities, such as not being able to express themselves directly, and then trying to force communications through the use of gifts and notes and other attention-seeking behaviors. Stalkers want to know that you're thinking about them. And in fact, this is what every action and behavior of the stalker is aimed at. They want you to think that every time the phone goes off or the doorbell rings, it's them. And that every time that you look out your office window, you'll see them. A cryptic note left under the wiper windshield of your car will get you thinking about and analyzing whatever has been written. The note doesn't even have to contain a threat. In fact, the more cryptic and bizarre and indirect the message is, the more you'll be thinking about it. A stalker will want to be fully aware of what you do in your life. They may take great delight in making you aware that they are watching you. They might vandalize if their goal is revenge, and pets sometimes become the targets of stalkers. They'll use constant communication, either through email, telephone calls, or letters and notes. And just as they are constantly thinking about you, they want to make sure that you're thinking about them. And one of the most effective ways to do this is by constantly communicating with you. If you know that every hour you'll be receiving an email or a phone call from the stalker, you'll be counting the minutes until that time arrives. And they may break into your house or property to simply prove that they can, and to show you that there is no place where they can't have access to you. So post-relationship stalkers may want to isolate you. And then they try to convince everybody you know, including employers and the police, that you're the bad guy and that they are the good guy. The goal is to deny you any social interaction or relationship outside of the one that you had with your stalker. Many stalkers will want to humiliate and embarrass you, causing you social anguish and isolation. They want to prove that you will be miserable without them. And if you were previously involved with an intimate relationship with your stalker and you respectfully and clearly communicated your intentions, and they aren't respecting your decisions and they are being unreasonable, difficult, emotional, and reactive even after you were clear and respectful, maybe your breakup speech could go something like this. So this breakup quote is from Gavin DeBecker. I have thought about it, and I have decided I am absolutely certain I do not want a romantic relationship with you. You are likely going to put your attention elsewhere, and I would certainly understand, because that is exactly what I'm going to do. Do not contact me or my family in any form. Do not try to negotiate with me. Respect my privacy and boundaries. I am telling you, and you are hearing it. Then, crickets. Absolutely no contact. Do not reply. Completely ghost. If it's possible, record and document that clear request of no contact. Because now, once you've been clear about expressing your boundaries, any further attempt to contact you would be considered harassment. Now it's time to create a security network. Alert your friends and family, neighbors, employers, coworkers, work security. Let them know about the stalking behavior and document every attempt at contact with you or your network. Get screenshots or texts or messages. So if you need to go to the next level and get a no contact order through the courts, you'll have full documentation.